Thank you, Nathaniel. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this worship service at the Unitarian Universalist congregation at Shelter Rock. Welcome to those who are here in the worship room and those who are joining us online. All are welcome. I'm the Reverend Dr. Natalie Fenimore, and I minister to this congregation along with the Reverend David Carl Olson, who's down with our youth group today, and the Reverend Megan Henry, and with Brian Bauer, our student minister this year. Here we seek to create a loving religious community, to encourage spiritual growth, and to build a more just and joyful world. We seek to restore the balance of our spirits, to celebrate the joys of life, and to find strength to meet our sorrows. Unitarian Universalism is a religious tradition which embraces the wisdom found in all faiths and values diversity. We believe in using science, reason, and the gifts of the Spirit to explore life's meaning and its many mysteries. We believe that you need not think alike to love alike. We put love at the center. We also remember that this bountiful land is the ancestral land of the Matancock peoples of Manhasset Bay. I have a number of things for you to consider today. We have many programs and events here at the congregation, and you should see our newsletter to see even more than I'm going to tell you about, or look at our website. Today, our 5th and 6th graders will have their snow-delayed Love You Valentine's card and bake sale in the lobby after worship. They decided that even though Valentine's Day had passed and was interrupted by the snow, that everybody could always use a little bit of love in their lives. So feel free to break tradition, buy a card, and send it to anybody, anytime. Because who couldn't use a little love? Also, our Feasts and Festivals class will grace us with a Lunar New Year Dragon Parade around the building, so look for them. They won't be in this room, but look for them around. Join us after the service for a workshop on Islam today in the Beach Ballroom. It is the holy month of Ramadan for Muslims. Also after service in the art gallery, there will be a UU Belong Path to Membership program. Please come. We encourage anyone who needs or wants to have a question answered about Unitarian Universalism to come along. And as always, lunch will be served in the social hall after service. There's a small fee, but if you're a newcomer, you are our guest. So now, let us worship together.
Someday, men and women will rise. They will reach the mountain peak. They will meet big and strong and free, ready to receive, to partake, and to bask in the golden rays of love. What fancy, what imagination, what poetic genius can foresee the potentialities of such force in the life of men and women? Emma Goldman. Please rise in body and/or spirit and join in singing the opening hymn, number 1018, in your teal hymnal.
Come and go with me to justice in that land where I'm bound. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land where I'm bound. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land where I'm bound.
Please join in the words of affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve human need. This do we affirm and covenant with each other.
From all that dwell below the skies, let songs of faith and hope arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung through every land, by every tongue.
Thank you. When we gather for worship, we share an opportunity toward living our Unitarian Universalist values in the world by acts of generosity to bring positive change. Today, we are invited to support Long Island United to transform policing and community safety. Long Island United, LIU, is a Black-led, multiracial, multi-ethnic, multi-generational coalition of organizations, activists, and community members who are working to ensure genuine public safety for all Long Island communities. LIU aims to collectively transform a public safety system rooted in violence and systemic racism into one that secures the liberation and healing of all members of our community. There are multiple ways to give. You can use the QR code on the back of your order of service. You can go directly to PayPal and use donate@uucsr.org. You can pay by check or cash in the main lobby, and you can also go to our giving page on the uucsr.org website to set up a one-time or recurring payment. Now, please rise in body and or spirit to join in singing the response hymn, I Know This Rose Will Open.
Singing into the congregation as much as possible. And so what's been decided by the worship team is each month we're going to have one song that we sing each week as a response to the offering. And we're going to learn it, and so hopefully it'll become more familiar to you, and you'll be able to join in, and we'll sing it together as a congregation. So for this month, 1st of March, we're going to do I Know This Rose Will Open. Many of you know it. Some of you probably don't know it. Do we have the text on the screen? Can we go to the text? There we are. So I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. The choir is going to sing it through once. And then you join us once through. And then we're going to try it as a round. And we'll start with this side. And this side will follow. And we'll sing it through twice as a round. So we're going to sing it, you're going to hear it once from the choir. You're going to sing it once with us. And then we're going to try it as a round.
I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul
So we'll do it one more time. See the shows.
I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I feel, I know my fear. I know my soul. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose. I know my fear. I know my fear. I know my soul. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open.
Thank you, Stephen. I offer you this reading from Audre Lorde. For those of us who live at the shoreline, standing upon the distant edges of decision, crucial and alone. For those of us who cannot indulge the passing dreams of choice. For those of us who were imprinted with fear like a faint line in the center of our foreheads, learning to be afraid with our mother's milk. For by this weapon, this illusion of some safety to be found, the heavy-footed hoped to silence us. For all of us, this instant and this triumph, we were never meant to survive. And when the sun rises, we are afraid it might not remain. And when the sun sets, we are afraid it might not rise in the morning. And when we speak, we are afraid our words will not be heard nor welcomed. And when we are silent, we are still afraid. So it is better to speak, remembering we were never meant to survive. I now invite you into a moment of silence, meditation, or prayer. In this moment, we recognize those who have gone to war, experienced war, been victims, that they may especially find for them today a deep burden, grief and trauma as another war happens now. All our prayers for peace have gone unanswered, but they were not wasted prayers. We must continue to pray and work for peace. I invite you to light a candle as you are willing and able, remembering our prayers for peace. In silence and in light, our hearts go out to those who are being bombed today. Please stand in body or spirit for hymn number 318, We Would Be One.
We would be one as
Please be seated. To Be of Use by Marge Piercy. I want to be with people who submerge in the task, who go into fields to harvest and work in a row and pass the bags along, who stand in the line and haul in their place, who are not parlor generals and field deserters, but move in a common rhythm when the food must come in or the fire must be put out. The work of the world is common as mud. Botched, it smears the hands, crumbles to dust. But the thing worth doing well done has a shape that satisfies, clean and evident. Greek amphoras for wine or oil, Hopi vases that held corn are put in museums, but you know they were made to be used. The pitcher cries for water to carry, and a person for work that is real.
The poet, Adrienne Rich, has written this: "My heart is moved by all I cannot save. So much has been destroyed. I have cast my lot with those who age after age, perversely, with no extraordinary power, reconstitute the world." So much has been and is being destroyed. Our very sense of order and stability and security. We've lost a sense of our nation, our society as leaders in the movement toward world peace, for welcome, for hospitality for all. There is no certainty of the rule of law being evenly applied. So much is unsettled, uncertain in these days we are living through. I woke up on Saturday morning to find my country at war. There was both shock and lack of shock for me. Everyone could see the preparation. And there had been an attack on Argentina as a kind of rehearsal, perhaps. But this was Iran. This was so much bigger. There were negotiations underway. Maybe I thought there was a chance for peace. I hoped there was a chance for peace. But no, there is no peace. Already so much has been destroyed. Already such loss of life. No matter the political stance anyone might have, pro or con this government or that government, we should feel sadness for those who die. So often, those killed are the bystanders, the citizens who often have no choice, no voice, little say in what the leaders of their countries do. Yet, they suffer the consequences. The innocent always suffer the consequences. The soldiers always suffer the consequences. There's pain and fear, injury to bodies, moral injury. There is loss, there is death. I'm often struck by the euphemisms we use now. We say that people and things are taken out. People are killed. People die. My heart is moved by all I cannot save. The children of Gaza and Israel, the children of Sudan, the children of Argentina, the children of Ukraine, and now the children of Iran. All the children of war and devastation. All the scarred and traumatized next generation. What is to become of them? My heart goes out to them. My heart is moved by all I cannot save. For I cannot save their innocence, their playful childhood, and that breaks my heart. But I also ask myself, is it really true that I cannot save someone or keep something from being destroyed? True, I cannot save everything or everyone. None of us can. But we do have agency. We can act on some things. We don't have to give in to despair and apathy. Where things are broken, we can make repair. There may still be cracks and burnt places and hurt and harm and pain, but we can try to make repair. This is a community which comes together and enables repair. This congregation has given crisis grant funding to support humanitarian relief this year alone in Ukraine, in Gaza, in Afghanistan, in Sudan. Emergency funds have been given to erase racism, to women's safety houses. Members of this congregation stand on street corners weekly to protest what they see as the destruction of democracy, to seek to protect this democracy. There are those who will work for peace until there is peace, no matter how long it takes. People here assist immigrants to become citizens. They cook for the hungry. They clothe the needy. We sing songs that lift the spirits and nourish the souls. These are some of the ways that with no superpowers whatsoever, the world is reconstituted. And hopefully, the new world is better than today. These are some of the ways that we are called into the business of making humanity humane. This is our business. This is our work. We must each find our way to cast our lot with those who repair, to not be one of those who destroys. So how would you do that for yourself? Think for a moment about your ability to be one who reconstitutes the world, your individual ability to repair. And then think about how much more can be done when we bring our individual abilities together in this community. I can tell you some of the little things that I have started to do. When I attend an exhibit of the work of an artist of color, a gay, lesbian, transgender plus artist, someone who I think may not be able to exhibit in some places in the future. When I go there, I take photos of the museum notes about the piece and the artist so that that information is not lost. So that one day, if it's needed to be proved that this existed, there is proof. I support artists and performers who stand against anything that is against their freedom of expression. I make an effort to go to their shows. I make an effort to let other people know about their shows. Like the portrait painter Amy Sherrill, who would not show her work in the prestigious American Museum of Art in Washington, D.C., because she was asked not to show one of her portraits of a Black transgender woman. She moved her show to the Baltimore Museum of Art. Renee Fleming and Ben Folds left the Kennedy Center board, believing that the politics of the time would limit artistic expression. All around us, there are opportunities to show support for those who are standing in a place that is hard. It will be hard now to stand in a place that is anti-war. But it was a place where we must stand. Not because of any particular war, but war itself. We must continue to support negotiation when there is conflict. We must continue to demand that as many civilians as possible are out of harm's way. I attend interfaith gatherings because I hope that more people can come together and recognize that they have more in common than they believe to be so. I encourage you to do the same. There are small acts and there are larger actions. There are random acts of kindness which reconnect us to one another. The neighbors who shoveled someone out of the blizzard. I have a neighbor who uses his snowblower, which I don't have, to clear all of our sidewalks all the way down. He's wonderful. He doesn't speak when he does it, he just comes out and he does it. So I bake him a pie. There are those like Reverend David Olson and Paul Carbone who marched in Minneapolis in the bitter cold against the ICE occupation of that city, demanding respect and compassion for immigrants. U.S. citizens Renee Good and Alex Preddy were killed advocating for that cause, killed advocating for the rights of others. As Unitarian James Reeb and Viola Luiso were killed advocating for the cause of civil rights and voting rights for Black people in the 1960s. You see, can you see how we are connected, how interconnected we all are, each dependent on one another, each tied together? Our actions are not in isolation. Something is known or something is forgotten. Someone is oppressed or someone is free. Someone is helped or someone is killed. We can decide. Our individual and collective actions do make a difference. Right now, we are teetering on the edge in so many ways, uncertain of the future of our country, socially, politically, economically. International relations are so quickly shifting. As a native Michigander, I never thought I'd be asked to see Canada as anything but a friend and northern neighbor that I could see across the river and visit anytime. Most tragically now, once again, war in the Middle East. Once again, people who we're asked to see as different than us when they are not. Still, I believe in our capacity to be life-giving people, a people of appreciation and gratitude, a people of hope. As Stuart Kastenbaum writes in Holding the Light, gather up whatever is glittering in the gutter, whatever has tumbled in the waves or fallen in flames out of the sky. For it's not only our hearts that are broken, but the heart of the world as well. Stitch it back together. Make a place where the day speaks to the night and the earth speaks to the sky. Whether we are created by God or God created us, it all comes down to this. In our imperfect world, we are meant to repair and stitch together what beauty there is. Stitch it with compassion and wire. See how everything is made, gathers the light inside itself, and overflows. A blessing. It is a blessing for us to be able to come together in community and to care for our tender and broken hearts. It is a blessing to harness our power and our anger into productive action. We're going to travel through this time, down this rocky and winding road together. Hold on to each other. We are what we need to find our way. And more than this, we are going to gather together to build a vision of the future, to move toward a better day. In a world of trouble, this community and its spirit are a blessing. So may it be. Please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, 407. We're going to sit at the welcome table. These words from Paula Gordon-Lepp. Can you hear it? There are days when, although I try to open myself to wonder, wonder just won't be found. Or perhaps it is more accurate to say on those days, I am simply blind to what the world has to offer, until I look down, and there, beside the sidewalk, are blades of grass completely enrobed in ice, shimmering in the glow of the setting sun, and as they sway and move into each other, if I listen, really listen, even they are singing faint little bell notes of joy. We extinguish our chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These remain in our hearts until we are together again. Please be seated.